Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Hope y'all are doing fabulously well. Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? I heard cleansing just now. So a great opportunity to go ahead and incorporate your cleansing measures by way of spiritual bath. It could be cleansing your space. It also could be purging, getting rid of things. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. What else? I heard just a friendly reminder. So you've been told this already, collective. You probably put it on hold, but it's a friendly reminder for you. All right, what else, Spirit, do you have for the collective, the divine collective? Let me diagnose that a little bit more before I say it. All right, so there's an energy of a looming. Because I heard, when I said, let me stop and see what that's about, I heard transparent and then a trespass energy, but the looming just helped confirm what that was. So it feels like something is on the, I'm hearing precipice. So I just see somebody in like a stalker mode, like even their body language is giving stalker. Like, you know, if they're on the corner of like a wall, it's like their body is kind of leaning up against the wall, but their head is the only part that's sticking out. And so that means it's like somebody's watching, surveilling, but it's really giving stalker energy. So stalker means that they know about your whereabouts and how you move. So this person is aware of your daily activities, grind, and this is not to induce fear, but this could even be like a spiritual stalking or surveillance, but somebody's watching. Now the looming energy, we got to get down to the bottom of that. What is that? Because that whole hovering thing, like what is that about? Thank you, Spirit, for that. All right, anything else before we jump into these cards here, Spirit? But let me go ahead and start shuffling, y'all. But thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just for being here. I appreciate your support overall, my day ones who are still here with me. I appreciate y'all for taking the time to come back again and again to support. Love you all. All right, let's get the cards out, see what's going on. I just keep seeing that figure. I want to call it a shadowy figure even. Like it's not even the person, it's their shadow. So there's some sort of like leftover energy maybe. There's no way I'm going to read all of these cards. Like, Spirit, please don't do that to me. Okay, all right. I'm not going to read all of these cards, y'all, but I definitely am going to pick up the energy, but I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to deprive you of anything just because I say I don't want to do it. That's not fair. All right. Okay. So we have the Fool card. And I know there's a message even in that, like, whoa, maybe like don't even try to stick around to try to, you know, see what this is. Like maybe just get a quick scan of things and then keep it moving. The Fool card is letting me know it's in the reverse. So this means a new license. I heard new license to live. So even with that energy, it feels like somebody possibly fought through some very hard patch in their life. So now they feel like they have a reason to live. Okay, so the reason to live would mean, you know, that for me, that feels like somebody who has come to a place to where, you know, they're humbled now. So it's very, excuse me, it's less than ego. Like it's not a lot of ego in that. They deserve to live because now they're appreciating life. So possibly they could have almost lost theirs. So this Fool card reverse lets me know that somebody's getting like a fresh new beginning. One that they don't have to worry about any implications, anything to come back to try to sabotage them or keep them or try to pull them back into something. Like this is, like I heard, a new lease on life. All right, y'all, that's the bottom of the deck energy for what we're about to get into. I have no idea who that applies to as of yet, but let's get into it. So these were the first cards to come out here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them over. Almost, I wanna make known in the reading that I almost feel like I had like a memory lapse just now. Like it's like I didn't want to go back into what I had already, like I didn't want to rehash anything like what I had already verbally stated. Like that actually just happened to me, but I didn't even know that that happened until just now that I wanted to make mention of it. So this does have to do with not looking back or not being able to recall things from the past. Yeah. All right, y'all. Below this full card reverse, we have a Queen of Wands here. I have a Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. Let me just look at all of these. Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Page of Wands. So there's two pages, two knights, and one queen. I just heard Chris Tucker's voice in Friday. He said, this ain't enough. So what was that reference, Spirit? Well, who does that have to do with? It was when I saw this this Ace of Wands, you guys. All right, so I just heard someone's trying to get back in the good graces of, but this feels like some street stuff. This feels like somebody, we'll say this Queen of Wands, because that's from the hierarchy that I'm looking at with the two knights and the queen. The queen is the one who's reigning supreme over this situation. So this is like somebody trying to get back in the good graces of this Queen of Wands, because I'm looking at the Knight of Pentacles right next to that. Like, please take this. Please take this. Like, you know, I do a good job for you. Please let me stay in this position, because that Ace of Wands would mean some sort of new opportunity here. But the Knight of Cups feels like somebody who's coming up from the rear, who's trying to catch up with these two. I feel like these two are still like in cahoots, like working together, because I have the Ace of Wands to tell me this is a new opportunity here. So this is still on the up and up here. So you guys know what happened, right? This is what I'm getting. Somebody thought that they were taking this Queen of Wands down here. And I feel like it has to do with this Knight of Cups, because they're coming up from the rear, you guys, to try to catch up with this pairing. So it's telling me this Knight of Cups possibly got in their feels about something, their emotions a little bit too much, to where they may have left the scene. But then it's like when they leave, where did they go? Like, who did they talk to? What did they say? What, you know, that's what I'm getting right now. Now in front of, okay, let me slow it down. Behind this Knight of Cups is a Page of Wands. Now this Page of Wands could immediately be connecting this Knight of Cups energy to the Queen of Wands. So there was something done that was very immature on behalf of this Knight of Cups, you guys. This Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like this Knight of Cups right now carried some sort of bone. And that reference means that there was some hearsay, rumor, energy going on, that this Knight of Cups repeated it. Because I did say in the channeling, this was more like a where did they go, what did they say, who did they talk to sort of thing. That's what this is. That's what I'm getting. So now this Knight of Cups, knowing that possibly it was some sort of a betrayal, something that went against this Queen of Wands, obviously. And I'm hearing the operation. Whatever this Queen of Wands was doing, this Knight of Cups went and carried a bone about it. And that's why this Knight of Cups now is trying to play catch up to get back in the good graces of this Queen of Wands. Boom. Okay, so in front of the Knight of Cups is the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. Those are both decision-making cards. So that lets me know that this Knight of Cups, I'm hearing, has to persuade this Queen of Wands. So that Two of Swords would have to do with some sort of thought about making a decision, but based on not having enough information. So now what this is telling me is that the Queen of Wands doesn't even know half of what this Knight of Cups, I'm hearing, was introduced to. So while that Knight of Cups was away, they got introduced to some things, but this Queen of Wands has no idea how much they got introduced to. Now that introducing energy, I mean, we'll possibly get into that, but let me keep going. That Knight of Wands is an open door opportunity, but somebody's looking at it as, should I walk through this door or should I stay put? Like, I'm pretty cool with where I am, but I know that beyond that threshold of that Two of Wands, there's more for me, but I don't know what that is. So that's another decision that has to be made here. I'm hearing declared. So this Knight of Cups could even be forcing this Queen of Wands to make a decision. Because I'm still looking at a bone carrier energy here with this Knight of Cups. So now it's making me feel like some blackmail sabotage energy here. Now that this Queen of Wands, you know what, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This Queen of Wands won some sort of case, because I was getting that. Something turned out between this dynamic that this Queen of Wands was able to get back on the grind, because I said that. But this Knight of Cups went and carried a bone somewhere else, but the Queen of Wands doesn't even know the capacity of what this Knight of Cups really did, who they talked to, what they said. This Queen of Wands doesn't even know. But now that this Knight of Cups is trying to get back in the good graces, it's like all of these decisions here, because I feel like if this Knight of Cups hears no from this Queen of Wands, like, get away from me, you traitor, this is what I'm getting. If this Knight of Cups hears these things, then this Knight of Cups can go back to where they carried the bone and possibly do some damage here. Okay, let me reserve that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put a pin here, but I feel like we talked about everything that needs to come out in this energy, but we're gonna put a pin here. I'm feeling there's a need to have to come back to here. All right, let's keep going. There's a lot of cards here, so I'm gonna just kind of run through them, starting here. So we have the Death card reverse, Hierophant, Seven of Swords reverse, Five of Swords reverse, Nine of Swords, the Sun card, the Eight of Swords, y'all, and the Eight of Wands reverse. This screams betrayal here. This screams so much betrayal, it's not even funny. But the thing is, whoever caused the betrayal feels like they have some sort of favor riding with them. But I told you that this Queen of Wands has no idea all that this Knight of Cups is holding right now. Basically like having people in your back pocket because they went and carried a bone somewhere. So now they have some sort of favoritism. But this Queen of Wands is not aware of this. So if this Queen of Wands wants to open up the door to this Knight of Cups, I'm hearing infiltration, and then I heard fury. So it's really going to cause, I mean, wowzers. So now I'm hearing this Knight of Cups is the best man, quote unquote, for this job. Whatever the Knight of Cups was responsible for doing with this Queen of Wands, they were the best asset for that particular sector of whatever operation that they had going on here. And I hadn't said a lot about the Knight of Pentacles, but I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is there's obviously an exchange happening here with these two. So the Knight of Pentacles possibly could bring in the clients. This is what I'm hearing. And by way of doing that, the Knight of Pentacles gets a cut or gets something that, you know, they could equally exchange with here. Because that's what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. They're presenting something to you, but they want something in return as well. So that dynamic in itself, this duo could have worked something out to where they had that special exchange. Excuse me, y'all. But the Knight of Cups was, I'm hearing head honcho. So whatever this Knight of Cups was doing, and they could have gotten demoted, y'all. But I feel like with the Knight, they had to be in a place to where they were going back and forth. Like they had to be in some sort of position. But while they were away, once upon a time, they stayed a little too long. And then that's when the Queen of Wands got worried. Like, what are they doing? Like, who are they talking to? All of that. So there's something about inviting this Knight of Cups back into the camp. This is the camp right here with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. But there's some worry, concern about this. But the Knight of Cups was the best to do it, whatever this job is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lay these cards down, but I mean, I'm seeing entrapment. I'm seeing things moving very slowly, but at the end of the day, the Sun card is here, so there is some favoritism. I'm seeing anxiety, and definitely with this 5 and 7 of Swords reverse right next to each other. Like, I mean, that's the screaming of betrayal. But look at the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is also just representing somebody who's godlike, like they're being guided, almost as if to be teaching a lesson here, but maybe they don't know it, because the Death card reverses here, representing that there's no transitioning here. There's no paying attention to, you know, the qualities that are going to deliver somebody to a higher place, a higher realm, you know, even a higher vibration. Like, that's not happening. But you have some favoritism here with the Sun card and the Hierophant. So teaching of lessons, and then the Sun card meaning like there's some sort of presence, some energy here that's favorable for whoever's heavily, I'm hearing guarded, but I wanted to say surrounded by betrayal. So guarded and then surrounded, you know, I mean, guess it could work both ways, you know, especially if this person is not aware, you know, that this is going to be a lesson and they're going to come out in a favorable position. But right now they're in charge of doing like some, you know, some dirty deeds here. If that makes sense, you guys. We find ourselves in positions to where it's like, are we the person in charge of teaching the lesson, even though, you know, it's like, maybe there's some lower vibrational energies attached to that. I mean, quite possibly. Like, I don't feel like we always show up as the angel. I feel like sometimes we have to show up as the one who is in the wrong. But at the end of the day, we're even like, how did we even get in this position? But we're looked at as the quote unquote bad guy in the situation. That's because a lesson needs to be taught here. Hierophant energy. And the favoritism is the Sun card saying we don't know how we got here, but we're still kind of protected in this wild, crazy scenario. That's what this is, y'all. Now, who this energy belongs to, I don't even know right now. But let's keep going, y'all. Okay, so there's a group of cards here. Let me just run through these. And this energy in my hand was on top of another energy, so we'll kind of keep that in mind. 9 of Cups reverse, the 6 of Pentacles reverse, Moon card, Knight of Wands, Temperance, 4 of Wands, Knight of Swords reverse, 2 of Pentacles reverse. So I'm hearing somebody's hard up. So they have nowhere to turn to, nowhere to run, sort of energy. They can't turn to family. I'm hearing makeshift. So somebody who's in a makeshift energy, it just feels like they have to make it do what it do. Like they really don't have a lot to rely on. So whatever they get, it's like going to be like very makeshift. There's like not really a great foundation, but they're starting from scratch is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing that they took a lot for granted here. I'm hearing holy matrimony. So there's something that has to do with a marriage here. So possibly maybe they I heard they married the devil. Oh, yikes. All right, y'all. So they did something quick, in haste, irrational with the Knight of Swords reversed. That 2 of Pentacles lets me know that it looked like a good deal going in, but now it's a sour deal. 2 of Pentacles reversed. That now it's all a worry about who's getting what here, and how did this distribution work out to where there's nothing in it for whoever agreed to marry this devil. It looked like it was going to be worth it, but it wasn't. 2 of Pentacles reversed. So the holy matrimony could have to do with this 4 of Wands, that, you know, the stability energy, because I heard it felt like they were starting over. And the makeshift energy. That moon card, there's something that needs to be revealed about this entire scenario here. We got the Knight of Wands, but somebody has left. They've mounted the horse and they're moving on, but they're still going back to this energy. This holy matrimony married to the devil, they're still going back and forth with this energy, this person that they committed to. I'm being called because the Sun card is in a similar position to the Moon card when we were here in this energy. So I'm being shown that how that Sun card is sticking out, whatever was resonating around that energy. And what did we say? We said that that Sun is some sort of favoritism for somebody who's possibly in a very crazy scenario and they don't know how they got there. And now with this energy, the Moon card, I'm being called that, to say that this is equally the same sort of deal, sort of situation, even by way of the placement. This card is the third card in, the Sun card in this particular spread. And then this spread is also the third card, but it's from the rear of the energy. See that? So I'm being drawn to this right now. Y'all give me a moment. Let me see what's happening. I'm hearing perspective and changes. So I also heard washed away just now. So if I think about washed away, that is a term that's used around in Christianity about someone's sins being washed away. So I'm hearing scapegoat and then catapult. So somebody had to be the bait here. And I feel like that's this person. Whoever's married to the devil, they had to be some sort of bait in this scenario. Y'all know what I'm seeing? This is what I'm seeing. This is exactly what I'm seeing right now, y'all. You may have once upon a time found yourself in a position, you don't know how you got there, but you knew that there was favor over you, even though trying to describe the situation to somebody would, it wouldn't make sense to the person you're telling this to, but it makes absolute sense to you because you're living it. But then on the other side, let's say if you have like a twin, right, that you all are, not together, but that, you all share kind of the same sort of instances and in your life's journey. Like say they had like someone pass away in their family and you also around the same time had someone pass away, or, they lost a job and you got a job, or, or a life and birth sort of scenario. It always seems like there was the same sort of thing happening in your life, even though it could have been like a death and a resurrection sort of energy. That's what's happening here. So while possibly your misplaced twin, we'll call it that, your twin of separation, and I'm being called back to the Fool card reverse, that they escaped with their life here. They escaped with their life. Hold on, y'all. I know it's a lot of cards out here, so I'm getting all kind of messages right now, but I don't want to confuse you, and I certainly don't want to get confused. So back to the scenario. So that person basically became some sort of sacrificial energy, but it wasn't a sacrifice to where they actually lost their life, but there had to be some sort of death and then a resurrection here. So it's almost, what I'm saying is, collective, you possibly are the one who found yourself in this chaotic situation here, but there was still favor over your life. But then on the other hand, you have somebody who needs to come out of a situation that they're in, but they didn't realize that they were in a situation that they needed to get out of. That's why this Moon card is here. So once this secret drops or hits or whatever, this understanding, this perspective, because I heard perspective and change earlier, whatever is going to drop with this moon card energy is going to free this person. And I'm hearing wheels spinning. So therefore, this favoritism and this lesson of teaching here that belongs to you, collective, is going to be over. It's going to be completed to where you all both get this full card energy in the reverse. You don't have to worry about any sort of things that are going to pull you back into an energy or keep you looking over your shoulders or worried or concerned. That's not the vibe. And it's not even going to be the vibe for this person. Once this moon card is revealed, or whatever needs to be known is made known to this person. We heard that they married the devil. Whether or not they know this at this point, they're going to actually find out very soon. And I heard very soon. All right, y'all, let me keep going. I can't really go into detail and explain like this whole situation of what I had in this hand versus what I had in that hand, meaning you showing up as this energy of being a teacher in a world of chaos, conflict, but still being highly favored and protected, right? And not being really able to explain how you got there. And then on the other hand, with the moon card energy, this person being bound and I heard confound. Basically, they're stuck with marrying the devil. But this moon card is here to reveal some things. Interesting. All right, y'all, there's some more cards here. I want to see. These cards were underneath this moon card spread, right? With this energy. Let's see what's here. We have the 5 of Cups. Reverse, we have the Ace of Swords reverse, the Tower, the 4 of Swords reverse. That's not a good combination right there. Those 2 cards, definitely not a good combination. The King of Cups, with the Magician here as well. Definitely not a good scenario. And this, before I even jump into this, was underneath this person with the moon card who married the devil. So this tower has to come down, y'all. This has to be destroyed. This is divine intervention here. That 4 of Swords is somebody. Okay, so that was, because that's not only is the Tower card destruction, that 4 of Swords is destruction as well of like the physical body and form. So that whole escaping with their life energy that I picked up, that's exactly what this is. We got the Magician card here. The King of Cups is reversed, y'all. So I feel like this is somebody who's going through some sort of mental bouts. I mean, that could show as that could represent itself as depression, trauma. This could be overindulging in alcohol or drugs. They might be hearing voices. The Magician card feels like there's something else running the show here. And I can't tell you if it's divine. I'm not feeling that it's a divine energy. Even though I do see the Tower. The Tower is divine intervention, but there's something else running the show here. By way of the Magician card. Something else is taken over. We'll say that. Something else is taken over this King of Cups. Or this entire situation here that's connected to this King of Cups that's in the reverse. So, you know, what I'm getting is, you know, when I say taken over, you know, we would think demonic possession, but I feel like this is institutional. There's something else governing the life of this King of Cups. So somebody's telling them when to wake up, when to go to sleep, when to eat, when to go outside, when to take their medicine. Something else is taking over this King of Cups reverse. That's what I'm getting. I'm hearing hospital stay. So possibly they wound up in a hospital, but I don't, what kind of hospital. There's different types, but the fact that it's a hospital lets me know it was some sort of urgency here. Five of Cups reverse means this person is no longer connected emotionally to situations, people of the past. Like, so that means like they're numb. This person's numb. So it could be the medication, or it could be just that mental bout that I said that they were dealing with. It's definitely mental for me, especially with all these swords here. Look, 4 of Swords, Ace of Swords. The Magician would even have a sword on the table. So this person can't process emotions at this time. But again, I feel like it's possibly they're heavily medicated, and if not medicated, then it could be destruction from how they treated their vessel with alcohol, drugs. So they're not able to connect emotionally here. Like that's not an option. Somebody else is in charge. Magician card, trying to get them back to health, or just make sure they're safe and not able to harm themselves with the destructive things that they were doing, people that they were around, places that they were inhabiting. So that's a good thing. So that would, somebody escaped with their life here, y'all. So it would be this King of Cups reverse. They're being taken care of, though. So this King of Cups, look, y'all. Knight of Cups. I knew we were coming back to this. I told you they went away, right? They went away. Could have been the hospital stay. They went to carry a bone somewhere and wound up in a hospital. They wound up somewhere secluded to where they drove themselves crazy. Something happened, y'all. They could have ingested something that took them over the edge, but they're in some sort of care right now. But this is them wanting to get back into whatever this dynamic was. So y'all, there's the story right there. Now, what you have to do with this collective is you were heavily protected while all of this was going on. You think about this being like your once removed twin, right? And they went off and wanted to destroy their life. But it's like you also, y'all being twins, it's like y'all have to share the energy. It's split. So what they get, you also get. But it changed to where their death became your resurrection. But now I feel like there has to be equal balance here. So now it's like now you all are coming back on the same sort of level here to where you both can be dismissed from this entire situation of a twinhood. Full card reverse. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So you have to understand that the situation that you found yourself in, you're like, how the hell did I get here? It's because you're a twin. I'm just going to say it. I'm not big on that kind of stuff, but I do realize the energy of sharing a life with somebody you don't even know like that, but y'all just have a lot of stuff in common. Like, well, how is this possible? And it's not even that you question it. You went along with it because it felt so natural, like you've known this person. And then the fact that y'all are like mimicking each other's lives, like in a certain sort of scenario, right? This person is able to inhabit your dreams, your energy. You can feel things. You know when something's wrong. Almost as if you would have even given birth to this person, or y'all came out of the same womb. It's almost like you could look at it as some sort of energetic womb, but y'all were placed in separate homes. But that energy from the womb, y'all still share. I feel like that's the whole twin flame journey sort of thing. But I feel like the responsible part of this journey is because this person is still, part of you and you're part of them, however that works, they need to be healthy so that you can be healthy. Even though you hate their guts, you don't really wish anything bad for them, but at the same time, fuck off, There's still, I'm hearing dual responsibility. They had a responsibility to care for you and your best interests. Vice versa, you did for them, which I'm pretty sure, Divine, you did your job. You recognized what that was. You didn't treat them in a bad way or harmful to them, but they were the ones that were acting like, you were a stranger a lot of times. So I know it had you questioning, like, what the hell is going on right here? And then again, you finding yourself in sequences to where you're like, what is this? Because this person was over here doing things that should have had you involved. If you would have knew about it, then you could have stopped them. You could have forewarned them. You could have told them, no, that's not the move. But guess what? They chose to create a life for themselves. But guess what? I heard they married the devil here. Now, how long ago they married this devil or entered into this union? I don't know. There's a reference of blood coming up right now. Drinking blood. I don't know what that is. I don't know when this union happened, but they definitely sealed a deal with the devil by way of a commitment relationship with someone. That could have happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They could have been in a union when they were coming back to kind of get with you. Knight of Wands energy. Where's the Knight of Wands at? When they were coming back to see you. Where's the Knight of Wands, y'all? It's here somewhere. When they were coming back to get with you, they could have married this person, but they were coming to share that energy with you. And then you wonder why your life was like, what the hell is going on with my life? I'm separated from this person. We're divorced. I don't even talk to this person, because you all were still energetically sharing that womb energy. Which I feel like you always will, but you gotta make sure that they're good so you can be good. Not that you have to have anything to do with them, but at the same time, it's like they can't really run themselves into the ground and then you be, free and clear to go. That's not twin energy here. So now they're recognizing, but some ball has to drop here with this moon card. Then the tower card is here to represent that, confirm that energy. Something has to go here, and it's going to go. But the tower card and the moon card are both still upright. So it hasn't happened yet. But right now, I feel like the danger is, even though this Knight of Cups is still in a bad way because they're in the reverse, but I feel like they're guarded or heavily guarded is what I heard just now. But I feel like that has to do with the Magician card, the institution that's looking over them and taking care of them, making sure they take their meds, they eat, they walk, they do whatever. They're in some sort of rehabilitation, whether it's mental health, physical. They escaped with their life with something. But what's concerning for me is now they're considering going back into a scenario that was no good for them with this Queen of Wands. But this had to do with making money here. But that's what they're concerned about. And the only place I even see Pentacles right now that I think about it is here. We have the Two of Pentacles reverse and we have the Six of Pentacles reverse. But this had to do with the marrying of the devil energy. It looked one way going in, but then they found out it was a whole nother deal. But they have yet to even get the full capacity here or either they're holding on to something that needs to be known, and so they could set themselves free from this. Maybe that whole scenario with me with the blood that came up and possibly drinking of the blood, making some sort of commitment here. There's some secret that's being held here in response to this commitment. That blood could represent some sort of sacrificial energy, you guys. Something took place that they don't want to get out. But it would incriminate this King of Cups as well. Not only that they married the devil, but they got themselves involved in some heavy stuff here because of this she-devil. All right, y'all, we got that. Let me see what else is here, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I'm going to turn these cards over. These were on top of this Tower card and Four of Swords. Somebody escaping with their life in the institution, King of Cups energy. Okay, so here's the King of Pentacles. I'm here. I heard just now, make money, money, make money, money. Okay, here we go. King of Pentacles. Look at the Three of Cups. Happy celebration, but it's in the reverse. They both are. All right, here we go. I was fine until we got over here. Okay. We have the Strength card here. So I still hear y'all, somebody's fighting for their life here. We got the Two of Cups. But this is all attached to this King of Pentacles energy. Make money, money, make money, money. Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, High Priestess. So there's some sort of responsibility that this King of Pentacles had, but I heard it landed them in jail. Whatever this was that they were doing. But I'm hearing this started the process, whatever this is. Because I feel like this is the King of Cups now. Like when they were out there doing their thing, you know, with this King of Pentacles entrepreneurship energy, they got the money, but you don't know where they're getting it from sort of thing. But this is what started the process of where the King of Cups is now to where they escaped with their life. Had to do with whatever's here. What is this, Spirit? In a short reference, what is this energy, Spirit? I heard hookups. So the make money, money, make money, money, hookups. So obviously they might have been prostituting themselves or others. They could have been a pimp energy. Here's some more cards. We'll turn these over and see what they are. Hermit, Queen of Cups reverse. All right, there she is. Queen of Cups reverse. Why did I say there she is? As if she's been hiding or we've been waiting to see this energy or see who's connected to the King of Cups. See how the King of Cups landed in this position. Well, here she is. That's it. That's what it is. Ace of Cups reverse, Ten of Swords. Spirit, long story short, what's going on here? I mean, I heard counteractive. I was waiting to hear some more. I also heard catapult at that same time. Second time that's come up. So these were some advanced and aggressive techniques here used to start some sort of process here. You know, but that would let me know in this instance, whoever the twin was that was acting up, doing their own thing, when you could have warned them to not do certain things, but they chose to go take their toys and go play somewhere else. They got themselves in a whole heap of hell. But these things had to begin to start a process here. And that process is, I'm hearing it's just beginning and it's almost over at the same time. But Spirit, tell me more about this Queen of Cups reverse. So the Queen, okay, so I heard tragedy. So the Queen of Cups herself had a new beginning, but it's not one of spiritual healing. This is like of deep regret, but they got to start over in this deep regret. So for me, it means karmic energy. They got to go through a whole nother bout with trying to figure life out and why it is that they got where they are. I don't feel like it's a good place to be in. It's also not healing. So this person's in some sort of bad regret, mental health energy here. Well, where they need to be looked upon. I'm seeing that with the Hermit card. They need to be watched and looked upon here. I mean, they could be gone, y'all. Ten of Swords energy. They could be on the verge. They could have crossed over. They could have transitioned here. This Queen of Cups reverse. Because there's something about how this one card by way of the Hermit is upright. Because it's like a watch over sort of energy, especially holding that lantern here. But I did mention like a karmic wheel going backwards. Like they got a new beginning here, but it's not one of spiritual healing. So this person could have passed away before they got a chance to redeem themselves or try to make things right or to heal or to, like, it's like kaput, gone. They didn't get the opportunity here. Ten of Swords is completion, but it's like the worst case scenario. All right, I do want to get some clarifiers, y'all. Let me get some clarifiers on this, but good Lord. Thank you, Spirit, for the information. Please clarify the energy. Let the cards fall as they may. I'm a little exhausted after this one, y'all. I heard character witness just now. I don't know what that means, but character witness. Maybe you're getting insight from somebody from beyond the grave, and it could be by way of this Queen of Cups, because if they passed away bitter, then they have a vendetta. If this queen, look at the adjudication card, fell right on top of that energy. If this Queen of Cups passed away without having their healing take place, or, you know, being able to move on from a situation, like they died with all of this angst and grief and anger and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. I didn't mean to say the D word. I was trying to avoid that, but passed away transition is what I want to say, but it came out. Then that means that they could possibly be sending you messages collected from beyond, to where you don't know how you know what you know, but you know it. This person could be somebody who's feeding you information because they never got the justice that they thought they deserved, or either they were playing for the wrong team and they realize that now because their life is gone. So now it's like they want to show up as a supporter of you to help you know what's going on with this absent twin, right? And that you can also keep yourself safe and guarded by having this knowledge of who they're dealing with and what's going on. So I'm hearing to pay close attention to that. Change card at the bottom of the clarifying deck. Let me jump into this adjudication energy. Let's see what's below this. Behind adjudication, false person. Ooh, courtship, coffin, main female, poverty, official person. Alerting you, letting you know what's up from beyond the grave, y'all. I mean, they possibly passed away with nothing. And they could have been chasing that King of Cups. But the King of Cups was wrangled up in some other stuff here. Okay, that Queen of Cups married the devil energy. It's too much for me to go back and you know, try to, you know, do the puzzle piece thing. Like my energy is about spent, y'all. So I would say just rewind it, go back to where we were talking about, wherever the married the devil energy showed up, because that's possibly the connection here, because they are counterparts. Coffin card, so I told you possibly a transition, main female. I mean, that would be the counterpart, right? Courtship, false person adjudication, but I feel like courtship would have to do. Okay, so the false person in courtship, they showed up one way, but that wasn't it. And that could go vice versa. Married the devil, that could be the toxic twin of yours collective, or it could be the person that they joined in union with. They both could have been hella toxic. It could apply to both, but they both kind of realized that you're not really who you, but, you know, led me to believe you who you were energy. All right, so that was that. Let me turn these cards over and see what's going on here. These cards fell out on top of that Tower energy, Four of Swords, King of Cups. Wealthy man, y'all. Look at that. But, you know, they were getting money somehow. Look, toil and labor. They were doing some things that they didn't want to do, but they had to. But that could even be like stepping out on the relationship, or either coming into union with someone, the she-devil. Look, imprisonment. Main male, y'all. Courthouse. Look at that. Look at that. What's on top of this King of Pentacles? Let's see. Mature man in the reverse. I feel like it's too late. It's too late for them to become that King of Pentacles that they wanted to be. They wanted to kind of stay in that energy. So I said they could have been selling their body. They could have been prostituting other people. It could have been both. But they wanted to stay in that. But something happened. Look, imprisonment. Something happened, y'all. There's possibly a transitioning here. That could have been behind the hands of the King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy. Okay, so y'all look. Here we go. Remember this energy that I said, the Knight of Cups, who we now know as the King of Cups, but now that they are at the back of the line, they're trying to work their way back up to where it was before all of this was happening. Didn't I tell you this Queen of Wands knows that this Knight of Cups went away somewhere else? I heard that they carried the bone at that time. So they went and got with the she-devil, let's call it what it is, and all hell was breaking loose over here. You even felt the impact of it, but you were heavily protected from all of this craziness right here. So the Queen of Wands, this Knight of Cups is wanting to approach this Queen of Wands to get back into whatever it was that they were doing when this Queen of Cups energy, this she-devil, came into their lives and destroyed it. That's basically what's happening here, y'all. We got the Child card here. The Child, Spirit, what's the Child card, please? I heard point of reference just now. So I heard it's all that they're tied to. So this could be a child of the King of Pentacles, aka the King of Cups, aka the Knight of Cups. It could be a child possibly in the scenario that they feel that they're living for, or that's the only thing giving them hope at this point is a child. I'm even hearing it could be an adult child. So not even like a little baby, like somebody who definitely can take care of themselves at this point, but this is like their reasoning for wanting to hang in there. All right, y'all, this was a lot, y'all. This was a lot, but anyway, I hope this helps.